Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And off we go from Denver. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good. Easy. Press. Watch right. Right.
Throwing to start this game. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Taylor now up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Right.
They go again with Taylor. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That's 7 yards on the run. Still 6 to go on 3rd.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He's going deep. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slipped through incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. Yep. They're going to try on fourth.
Don't jump. Ready? Jump. West right fit. Go.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. Throw caught by his running back. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, Side.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Tackle made by Chuck Clark. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. The throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Here we go, sir.
From the gun, Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and goal coming up from the 7.
Here we go.
Another shot for Taylor. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a 7-yard gain on 2nd down. Only inches to go now on 3rd.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, son.
Off play action, it's Fields. And he scores! It's a Jacksonville touchdown! The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready, hut.
From the 37. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he's taken down on a short run that gets inside the 35. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Go. Set, go.
Ritter looking to throw. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Set up.
On the give, it's Brooks. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
The Broncos had their eye on that play clock, and before it expires, they call a timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
Ready. Bronco 80. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos start off well to tie things 7-7. Fox now to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Taylor again. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. EQ. 11. Tonight.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go.
They're going for this. He connects downfield on 4th. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Tonight.
From the 28. And that one's unsuccessful. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
A pistol snap. Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Jump clear. You got it. Finish, right?
Fields now on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
We send a man in motion.
Right.
Another throw for Fields. Has it down close. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Set. Go.
Here's Ritter. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. Powering across for the touchdown. The Broncos can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
That one splits the uprights, and the Broncos tie things up at 14. Fox now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Here's a give to Taylor. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
Now a handoff to Taylor. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Here we go, son.
This is Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
That's completed out to the right. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 2nd quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
2nd and 10 now. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos with work to do on 3rd and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Forced out to his right. Still on the move, throwing down the right sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it'll be Jaguars football. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Out. Here we go.
Looking to throw Fields. Taylor makes the catch. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Go line.
1st down throw for Fields. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing here, Ritter. Escapes the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Here we go. Check out.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mayday.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, never mind, Monday. Hey, 551. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Trying for the deep ball. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 14.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Motioning left is their running back. Chased out to his right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Ritter. Escapes out to the left. Finds a seam down the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
14.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the draw, this is Brooks. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Go!
Ritter to throw. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead.
Broncos 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set it. Ready.
Ritter setting up to throw. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He'll get this one to Brooks. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Getting out to his left. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Jags pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
And they bring him down around the 34. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Brooks. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the 27. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's go.
Ritter looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He's on the move. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Back to throw now. It's Ritter. Flush down now to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
They go play action here. On the move, headed right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
He sends this one to the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. And the Jaguars take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Here we go, Shaq.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's got Pierce. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Go.
Fields now on 4th. Buys time, rolling right. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
Easy. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Launches one deep downfield. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Broncos take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Brooks on the counter, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Go!
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. St. Brown there to bring it in. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead by...
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go.
Taylor now up the middle. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Here we go, son. Press. Punch right. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Taking a deep shot here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Flushed out of the pocket. Lays out. What a catch! That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Hey. Cougar 19. Ready.
Here's Brooks. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Set.
Hall running between the tackles. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
18 Rattler. Let's go now. 79 Broncos.
Back now. Pressure on its way. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Ready? Check go.
Desperation time here on 4th. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Fox now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 10. Shot.
Fields throwing here. The catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Here we go. Shot.
Now it's Fields. He puts everything behind this one. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. This one's caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21.
49. Broncos 28. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Let's go. 7 Pirates. Go.
Now Ritter. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game. Fox now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Hey, what? Yes. Hey, Ken. Yes. West right sit. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Taken in by Pierce. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Here we go, son. First 35. Go.
Play action, Fields. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Broncos have some new life in the fourth. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing here, Ritter. Buying some time right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jerome Baker has it. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Here we go, son.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Complete. It's McLaurin. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Right.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Caught near the pylon. And he gets it to the one, but goes out just before the goal line. An even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
You got it. EQ. Here we go, son.
And he's got a free play here. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away. Dicker on now for the PAT. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, he lost the football. But the Broncos will get it back. Heads-up play to recover that one. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Go!
From the 38. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.